A child in the womb inherits life's simplest, steadiest sphere of truth. Their truth is absolute. Dark progression, muted vibration, warmth, and constant companionship. Upon their departure, or is it their arrival, they discover transition and life's first insistence to accept and reject truth. What was always true is now sometimes true, and what was never true is now true some of the time. Darkness remains in the sphere of truth, but the sphere expands to accept its sibling, light. Vibrations continue, but are rarely muted. Warmth so constant is now elusive or arrives in prolonged intensity. Companionship, as constant as a beating heart, now flickers like a candle, sometimes complete, but often distracted. Truths of base emotion, instinct, and the senses are later joined by more complex truths, which require discernment, as each man, each woman grows. Some call these truths knowledge, learning, or wisdom, but in fact it is an expanding, contracting sphere of truth, as knowledge, learning, or wisdom, no matter how true, does not expand truth's sphere for those who reject it. Each man or woman awakens each day with his or her sphere of truth. Self-evident truths, which all accept, become the core of all spheres, mankind, womankind's universal truths. Some truths, even if not accepted by all, become popularized and serve as the tie that binds those who might not otherwise assemble. Some truths, even if controversial to many, seem self-evident to others and become personal to them. These truths, rejected by some and insisted upon by others, become matters of principle. Some truths morph as life evolves and are non-negotiable. I was a boy. This is true. Now I am a man. This is also true. Truth evolves as nature insists. Some truths are negotiable. As life presents options or arguments or consequences. I neglected my health. This is true. Now I take care of my body. This is also true. Truth evolves as nature persuades. Each day, men and women encounter the sphere of truth possessed by men, by women, presented by historians, foretold by prophets. With each encounter, each man, each woman makes decisions about truth. Ambivalence is not an option, as ambivalence itself in matters of truth is action. Potential truths either expand spheres of truth, knowledge, leave sphere size unchanged as one truth replaces another, learning, or leave spheres size unchanged when they should be rejected, wisdom. Potential truths, which remain outside a man or woman's sphere, either remain inert or take on significance as untruth. Some untruths remain casual, allowed to sleep, then awakened when a lull in conversation or contest prods them. Other untruths become causes when they contest the truths labeled matters of principle. In an uneasy balance, colliding spheres of truth stir passion when principled truths become threatened. Age, experience, culture, and a myriad of variables as intricate as interlocking snowflakes, each unique, shape the truths we call matter of principles or core beliefs. And so the questions, why do we accept there are no two identical human beings and yet strive to drive consistency in over 1 billion snowflakes? Can my truth survive when contested by yours? Is it acceptable for one or a few to possess truth not shared by all or even many? Is the test of humankind reaching one truth or accepting there is no one truth? Does each man, each woman deserve the freedom to create a sphere of truth as unique as their fingerprint? Pilate said, "What is truth?" in order to avoid answering the question. In truth, truth cannot be avoided, and contest for what is truth are as natural to humankind as breathing. In my sphere of truth, I know what is true for one is, of necessity, not always true for another, and I'm okay with that. Truth sphere. by Scott Nadi Gray.